Good evening. Welcome to the September 17, 2025 Riverhead Central School District Board of Education regular meeting. Can I get a roll call? Ms. Murphy?
Present.
Mr. Wallace? Present. Ms. Healy? Present. Ms. Redmond? Ms. Freeborn? Present. And Mr. Gonzalez. Can I get a motion to go to executive session to discuss the employment of a particular person or corporation?
Motion.
Thank you, Ms. Murphy. A second. Second. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. All in favor? And the motion passes, and we will be back at 7 p.m. Okay, welcome back. Can I get a motion to go into open session? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Mr. Wallace. All in favor? And the motion passes. Please stand for the pledge. Our district clerk has an announcement to make about translation services.
Good evening. If you require interpretation services, please see Ms. Kess in the back of the room.
Muy buenas noches, les damos la bienvenida a la Junta Educativa del Distrito de Riverhead. Si necesitan interpretación, por favor diríjanse en la parte de atrás que les proveeré del equipo. Gracias y bienvenidos.
Thank you. Moving on, we have our student representative.
Good evening, everyone. To start off, we have Phillips Avenue School on September 5th. CAP leaders Felicia Skaza, Executive Director, Brian Stark, Board President of CAP, and former Atlanta Falcons player Phillips alumni Ethan Greenidge visited. Together, Mr. Stark and Mr. Greenidge donated $5,000 to students. Ethan also spent time with students, signing autographs and sharing stories. On September 15th, Hispanic Heritage Month was celebrated with morning announcements, classroom activities, and hallway decorations. Riley Avenue School, students were actively engaging with teachers and peers as the year begins. The school's theme, Dive Deep, Shine Bright, is an exciting building announcement across classrooms and activities. Accobock Elementary Schools, families attended an exciting open house where they learned more about what it meant to be Accobock Awesome. The school also broke ground with a brand new pre-K and kindergarten playground. Special thanks to the district, the board, staff, and community members for their support in making this project possible. Pulaski Street School, students began signing up for fall enrichment clubs. 6th grade started their Garfield Langhorne essay project, and iReady diagnostics are underway along with PBIS reviews to reinforce Pulaski pride. Riverhead Middle School, students received new ID cards and learned a daily kiosk routine for attendance and lunch. PBIS interactive assemblies on the code of conduct were held. Students received Riverhead logo shirts and bags for their participation. ELA classes visited the library to learn about book checkout, makerspace, and lunch visits. 7th and 8th grade ELA AIS classes celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month with lessons, traditional dishes, and research projects on Hispanic heroes. Lastly, we have Riverhead High School. On September 15th, the varsity girls volleyball team hosted a mental health awareness game. Kristen Oliver from Ryan's team gave a pre-game presentation on the importance of mental health. Ryan's team generously sponsored warm-up shirts and the team dinner. Congratulations to Riverhead senior Christian Seymour, who was selected to perform alto saxophone in the NYSSMA All-State Symphonic Band after receiving perfect scores on both alto and baritone saxophone solos. He will represent Riverhead at the All-State Conference in Rochester, New York, December 4th through 7th.
Thank you, Eric. Moving on, we have our superintendent report.
Thank you. Good evening. When you begin school for the first time in September, you never really know what to expect. You find out a host of different things that take place, and some are just truly remarkable. Tonight, I'm going to call up two of our building principals. I'm not sure which is going to go first. I'm sure they worked it out. But we have some remarkable students and remarkable staff members doing really tremendous things for our students and community. And we're just going to give you a little bit of what took place that you may not have known, and some of the great things that people have brought to the forefront for us. So, Mr. Sean O'Hara and Dr. Stephen Hudson, come on up.
Good evening, everyone. Sophia and Eric, could you join me up at the podium? Good evening. It is my pleasure this evening to recognize two of our students who truly exemplify leadership and community service. Each partnered with the New York Blood Center to organize and host two separate blood drives this past summer. On August 1st, Sophia Carranza organized her blood drive at Riverhead High School, and later in the month, on August 30th, Eric Gabrielson hosted his fourth blood drive at Our Redeemer Lutheran Church. Their work is especially meaningful because the need for blood donations is constant, and community-based drives like these play an essential role in supporting patients and saving lives. Thanks to Sophia and Eric, lives will be saved, and their efforts stand as an inspiring example of how students can step forward to make a lasting difference. Please join me in recognizing Eric Gabrielson and Sophia Carranza.
So this is going to be a two-part assignment here. So Dr. Stephen Hudson's going to come up because we're going to do this all at once. So if you wouldn't mind, we're eventually going to take a picture there. But if you wouldn't mind just standing over for a second, we'll be with you in a moment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank the members of the Board of Education, Dr. Hagan, District Office personnel for allowing me to be here this evening. Tonight, we will be honoring an exceptional staff member, our school nurse, Ms. Nareda Chavez Garcia. On September 3rd, a kindergarten student was brought to the nurse's office from the cafeteria in the midst of having a severe allergic reaction. Without hesitation, Ms. Chavez administered an EpiPen Junior, contacted 911, as well as the child's parent. While waiting for the ambulance, Ms. Chavez continued to monitor the student's breathing and ensured that the symptoms were beginning to subside. Her professionalism, skill, and quick thinking ensured this student's safety and well-being. Even more, as we waited, Ms. Chavez comforted this student, ensuring her that she would be all right. Unfortunately, Ms. Chavez is not able to attend this evening due to a prior commitment. However, we wanted to ensure that we recognized her amazing efforts. Thank you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about this in reverse order. What Dr. Hudson did not tell you is that instead of sending somebody into the ambulance, he himself got into the ambulance, met the parents at the hospital, and did that, and he led by example. So you also are receiving a certificate this evening as well for your work, so thank you so much. And Sean, you're not off the hook either, all right? Mr. O'Hara continues to mentor, which I didn't know. Last year was the first year of student representative on the board. All year, without any kind of directive or without even conversation, he just went ahead and mentored our student representative. So I found this out because one day over the summer, I went to go see Sean, and he said, come on, we'll go take a walk. We're going to go out to the field. Some of the teams are out there practicing. And what he didn't tell me was it was the hottest day, and I was not dressed appropriately. And so as we're walking, he's talking about it. I said, you know, I met Eric, our new student representative. Would you mind just helping him, just show him the ropes? He goes, oh, yeah, I already met with him. He goes, of course. We have a schedule set up. He's already started to reach out to people. And he goes, no, of course I'm going to mentor our student representative. So, Mr. O'Hara, again, thank you for your leadership as well. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. So now I have the honor of actually handing out some certificates for you, and we're going to come up and take a picture next to the banner over there on the left hand, or my left hand, your right hand side. Okay, in step 2 of the superintendent's report, I just want to talk to you about a little bit of the work that we did during our administrative workshop. You can imagine I brought together a group of people that I have not worked with previously, and they were looking at me like, what are we going to do for the entire day? And I said, well, you're going to go to work is basically what you're going to do. So what we wound up doing is going through a process where my question was, what are our principles? How do we live? So if you ask somebody, you say, what are your non-negotiables? How do you interact in the world? So some may say, well, I'll never ask anybody to do anything that I wouldn't do, or I never give up, or all the things that resound in integrity and so forth. People have those principles. They live by them. But as an administrative unit, how do we act? How do we interact with our school community? And through a process that took pretty much all day, which did not come from cabinet, did not come from me, came from our administrators working together, and we came up with these. And we worked it a little bit to make sure that it resembled the word pride, or the acronym pride, but it's professionalism, respect, in the moment, meaning present, direct communication, engaged teamwork. So what we really came up with was we're going to treat, or we're going to act in a professional manner in everything we do. An example of that is just the work that our 2 administrators did with our students and our staff members. We're going to treat everybody with dignity and respect. We've all been in situations where sometimes people will approach us, and they may be aggravated or in a place where they're not in their best moment, but we're going to treat everybody with respect no matter what. in the moment or being present is something I truly believe in. If we really think about the ways in which we interact with one another, you could either be in the position of waiting to speak or really listening with the intention of understanding. So we're going to move in that direction where we listen for understanding so we can stay present in the moment and really be helpful in the way that we conduct our business. Direct communication. One of the directors came and said, I really have a piece of information, but you said direct communication, so this is what I'm going to deliver with you. So thank you, Dr. Robert Hines over there. He did do that with me, and as a result, we were able to resolve a few different items very quickly and very easily. And then finally, the teamwork. You know, what I can say is, in my short time here, and working with everybody and going into the buildings, I see engaged teamwork all over the place. And it really is remarkable when we work together, the things that we can accomplish. So those are going to be our founding principles, and right at the bottom there is our theme, infinite possibilities. The idea behind this is that if we can figure out and we can understand, we can find a way to make great things happen. So that's going to be our theme throughout the year. These will be posted, and when we bring people back up, we will be reflecting these principles as we bring people in front of you, in front of the board, for recognition for the work that they do. So, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hagan. Moving on to our consent agenda. Do we have any public comments on agenda items? Do we have any online comments on agenda items? No? Can I get a motion to accept the consent agenda? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Mr. Wallace. All in favor? And the motion passes. Moving on to new business, letter A is approval of district goals. These are goals that the board sets every year. We kind of tweak them or sometimes completely overhaul them. These are going to be posted in every single building. Am I correct, Dr. Hagan?
Yes, they will be posted, and the way they're going to look will resemble a little bit like this. So we have our company's EE Communications working on that, and those will be posted shortly. So I won't read through all the goals. I'll just kind of go through a little bit of the vision, and there's a lot of bullet points. People can read them. They are online, and they will be in each building. So our visions for student achievement and engagement are to develop a portrait of a graduate, which is the new graduate requirements coming from New York State. Also to incorporate proven best practices in instruction and provide high-quality professional development, so educators are equipped to deliver rigorous, relevant, and inspiring learning experiences that meet the needs of all of our learners. For safety and facilities, we have to ensure that all school buildings and grounds are safe and secure learning environments. For budget development, the budget will reflect the academic and financial values of the community and will be structured to support all aspects of the educational program and maintenance of district facilities. And for community engagement, broaden community awareness and advocacy for public education, and also implementation of the new Community Involvement and Language Access Advisory Committee. And each of those has a bunch of bullets, but I won't read each one of those. Everyone could read them if they'd like to. Can I get a motion to accept the board goals? Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. And letter B is to approve the district-wide safety plan. So the safety plan that was given the presentation last board meeting by Mr. Terry Culhane. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Healy. Questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter C, this is approval of an MOA with RCFA. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. A second? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter D, it's a letter of engagement with Naraki Smith
to provide monitoring and evaluation of the district's procedures regarding the National Institute of Standards and Technology and Cybersecurity Framework for the 25-26 school year at an approximate fee of $6,500. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Second. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter E, approval of a MOA with Suffolk County. This is to extend the amendment for the MOA with Suffolk County covering July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026 for the district to receive grant funds from the School Bus Stop Arm Demonstration Program. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter F, a resolution for data privacy agreement with Erie One BOCES. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Freeman. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Redmond. Questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter G, approval of Eastern Suffolk BOCES transportation contracts. There's two of them. One was dated for July 1st, 2025 through August 25th, 2025 for the summer to transport students for the summer school at an approximate cost of $26,600. And the second is also with Eastern Suffolk BOCES to transport students for the 25-26 school year at an approximate cost of $1,314,300. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Healy. Any questions or comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter H, approval of contracts. There's two contracts. One is for folding partitions and curtain dividers, inspection and repair services for them. And the other is for diesel engine parts, transmission parts, and other services. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Redmond. Any questions or comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter I, this is a contract rate amendment with Helping Hands. This is for a reduction in price for services with them for the 25-26 school year. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Second. Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter J, approval of a contract, and this is with Behavioral Strategies, licensed behavior analyst. This is them just basically changing their company name from Behavioral Strategies, licensed behavior analyst, and LCSWP LLC, which rolls off the tongue, to Behavioral Strategies LI LLC. So this is just to amend the contract to for their change of name. Can I get a motion to accept? Motion. Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter K, approval of disposal of surplus equipment. It is for a bus and a dump truck. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Second. Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter L, approval of field trips. We have two field trips. One is for one 12th grade student to participate in the NYSSMA All-State Winter Conference and to participate in the All-State Symphonic Band in Rochester from December 4th to December 7th at an approximate cost to the district of $2,060. And the second one is for approximately 32 athletes from the varsity boys and girls cross country to travel to Goddard Park in Warwick, Rhode Island for the Ocean State Invitational on September 26 and 27 at an approximate cost to the district of $2,469. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. A second. Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments? That's good luck to the students. All in favor? And the motion passes. Do we have any committee? We don't have any committee reports, right? No committee reports. Do we have any board member remarks? I guess I would just say that this is our first board meeting for the 25-26 school year, so hopefully everyone has gotten off to a really good start, and all the students, I'm sure, are very happy to be back in school. I'm sure the parents are very happy to send their children back to school. So just for all our staff and our community, parents and teachers, just hope for a really great school year for everybody. All right, see no other board member remarks. We have any RCFA comments?
Good evening. It's great to be back. The RCFA would like to welcome Dr. Gonzalez. Congratulations on your appointment. Look forward to working with you. Anyone that knows me understands that I'm very passionate in my advocacy for our faculty, school district, and especially our students. But sometimes that passion can be misdirected. So the last time I was at this podium, well, it wasn't this one, it was over there, but you know. The last time I was at this podium, it was my intent to be critical of our local publications, and verbally berating the Riverhead local reporter was actually not part of the plan. That was spontaneous. My conduct was not appropriate, and it was a misuse of this platform. So I would like to apologize to the Board of Ed. I would also like to apologize to the publisher of Riverhead Local, Denise Civiletti, and my plan was to apologize to my former student, Alec Lewis, tonight, but instead I'm going to congratulate him on his new position at Newsday. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do we have any comments from Bra? No? No comments from Bra? Do we have any public comments? Yeah, you just go to the microphone, just tell us your name and where you live. You don't have to give us actual address, but just somewhere within Riverhead.
My name is Frank Ford. I own a daycare in Flanders. I've lived in Flanders my entire life. I went to Riverhead School myself. My parents went to Riverhead School. Our issue is with the transportation on how they're not bringing kids to daycares anymore outside of their school. They've done it for 35 years, and with the district telling our kids that to find a new daycare, or we're not bringing your kid without, and if they don't have an IEP, they are hurting our daycare, and we've been doing it for 35 years. That's our main issue. There's a bunch of us over here for the same reason. So we're also one of the only daycares that are open late at night and on weekends. So some parents can't go to new daycare. They have to come to us. But with the district telling the kids to, well, the parents to go find a new daycare, it's hurting us. So we're trying to figure out a way to do anything, but we don't know what to do, and it's been going on for 35 years that they've been transporting to us. So, if you guys have anything to add, I don't know if you guys want them to do separate or.
Yeah, so they would do that separately, sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you.
My name is Joanne Bartow, and my children, they are Riverhead District, and they do go to Frankfurt's daycare. And I have 4 that go. So I've been told this year for my third daughter, my third child, but my first daughter, I should say, she goes to Roanoke School District, and she will not be bused from Frankfurt's daycare to school because she does not have an IEP. To me, that is a discrimination. My daughter has a right to go to the daycare that she's been in since she was 2.5, and not for me to be told to say, well, you need to go to a different one. I don't feel like the district has the right to tell me where I can put my kids or where I'm comfortable for my kids to go. Not to mention that I do work late hours. So I have days that I don't get off until 10, 11 o'clock at night. There is no other daycare in Riverhead District that is going to stay open that late. Most of them close 5, 6 o'clock. So now I have to rearrange my work schedule and figure out how to provide for my children, and I don't think that's right. I've never had an issue. When I moved out here 8 years ago, I was told as long as it was a New York State licensed daycare, my kids would be transported. Frankfurt is a New York State licensed daycare. If you go on the New York State website, he is listed. We're not a random friend. We're not a random family member in Timbuktu. Like, I followed the rules. So now I have to make arrangements between me, my daycare, my friends. Everyone's been pitching in to make sure my daughter gets to school and gets to the daycare for the days that I work late. I've been told by transportation this has been a rule since 1993. I was 5. I don't care about your rule from 1993. It is 2025. So not only you're hurting businesses, you're hurting mothers that are trying to provide for their kids. And I'm a single mother. I'm not on a system. I'm not looking to play the system. I'm looking to do what I need to do to provide for my children. But I also need my daughter to be able to go to school and get on the bus. She's 9. She cannot get on the bus by herself. I go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. I get off 10, 10:30, sometimes 11. She can't go home and sit in the house while I'm at work. She has to go to daycare. My oldest is going on 13, but I can't leave that responsibility for him to do because he does sports. And I'm not gonna take that away from my son's childhood. I'm not gonna have him responsible for a 9-year-old when he wants to live life and be a kid. So I'm not sure what the district can do about it, but I'm not the only family suffering. There's plenty others. Why they're not here to speak up has nothing to do with me, but I want to speak up for me and mine. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any other public comments? Do we have any online comments?
I have one online comment from Kelly Herrera Garcia, residing in Riverhead. Her comment is, please make changes in the transportation department. They are very rude when I called, and they shouldn't be backed up every single year. They should have to make changes for parents right away and not take up to 3 weeks to get a response.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting? Thank you, Mr. Wiles. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. All in favor? And the motion passes.
Please help support the Riverhead Central School District YouTube channel by subscribing. If you are not already subscribed to this channel, please be sure to push that subscribe button and click the bell to receive notifications. Thank you.